Good day, viewers. In today's vlog, I called it a wildlife report, but I had to add this little clip here at the end of my production because during the video I told you I had not caught the armadillo yet. We went and pulled the camera disc out there and we caught armadillo on camera right over there by the fence, digging in my property. So he's still around. The armadillo has been caught on tape. Good day, viewers. Walter here, going to do just a little short vlog. Let's call it a wildlife report. Got one of my discs here. Just got through looking at it. And I got to go retrieve the other one. It's over there. But I went ahead and checked this one on the computer since it's right here on the back of this pole. And I caught a doe. I'll insert somewhere about this point a little short video of a doe and a fawn standing right out there in the yard. You can just see the top of the fawn's head. I don't know what time during the night they come. Looks like I still got plenty of power on the battery. 3 bars. I'm going to assume that's enough power on the battery. We'll walk out there in a minute and get that other one, and if there's any wildlife captured on it. But let's get back to the wildlife report here on the porch. Show you something here. I remember the other day, my grease can was gone. My wife went over to Walmart today. I guess that's where she bought it, and picked this cup up at the camping supplies. Must be a little cooking pot or something. Paid $5 or $6. I could have used a pork and bean can and done the same thing. But I brought it out here and snapped it on, and it works pretty good. Till some cat comes and steals the darn thing again. So I got my grease can working again. Catch me some grease. Well, yesterday, I slept in late. It might have been, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. 82 degrees here in the shade. Well, I had just got up. I was standing there by the coffee machine brewing me a cup of coffee in the Keurig. Terry Mary comes out here and sits on the porch in the morning. She gets up before I do. I'm always late, going to bed late, so I got up late. Well, anyway, I was standing there making my coffee, and I hear her out here screaming, hollering for help. I thought maybe an alligator had a hold over or something. I come flying out the door, and it's a snake. It's a snake. She's backed all up in the corner. Spider. Anyway, I got right up here and I saw him. He was stretched across that first step right down in there. And he covered the whole step all the way across. And he was curling, trying to go down in there. We didn't want him to get away. And it happened to be a rat snake. So I got down on my knees and quite boldly, his head was about over there by the white post, grabbed him in about the midsection with 2 fingers or 3 fingers and flung him as far as I could out there across the yard. But he missed coming right back up here again. I got that shovel over there and hasted him on down through the woods there 2 or 3 times to get him off the property. He's gone. So she's about to have a fit. So if it was a copperhead or something, I would have chopped him up with that shovel. I sure wouldn't have grabbed him with my fingers. But you never know, here in Georgia, there's plenty of snakes around. We've had more than one run-in with rat snakes around here. Last year, one of them come out the shelf around there and scared that tar out of me. But I think it'd be a good time to share a story with you. And I've told this story before, but most of my viewers haven't heard it, because it was a long time ago when I told it. Living down in Florida, in Brevard County, there's a lake down there called Lake Washington. We used to fish there. I might have been 11 or 12. I wasn't very old. And I'm running around the bank of the lake. It's a huge lake. And I'm running like on a pathway. Full speed. I don't know if I was racing my brother or chasing him or whatever. I come flying around these bushes and tripped over a log. I thought, man, this is a hell of a place for a log to be. And I turned around and looked, and I was on the ground right next to about a 7-foot alligator. Might have been 8 foot. He looked huge to me. He opened his mouth up like he was going to bite me, and I about done my business right there trying to get away from him. Scared the tar out of me. But you ain't lived until you tripped over an alligator thinking it's a log. You look down by your feet and you're laying right beside an alligator. Florida has their share of gators. I've told the story about the little boy that got eaten by alligators down there. I'm not going to share that with you anymore, but that happened too about that same period of time. Another case I'd share with you would coming back from the O'Galley Library down in Florida. I used to cut through the woods. I wasn't scared to go through the woods at all. I'm going through this little ravine, like I don't know if it was a washed out area or whatever. It leads out to the river. But it's like a ditch, really. Probably as long as from here to the end of my driveway down there. I'm about halfway through there, cutting through to some streets that are on the other side. And I walked up on a black panther. That'll get your blood racing. A black panther was a big cat. Oh, he stood a good 2.5 feet tall. He, just like a mountain lion. Only he wasn't brown, he was black. He looked at me, he turned and went that way, I turned and went the other way. I've encountered wild hogs in the woods. That's the critter you don't want to mess with. They'll kill you. But overall, I'm not the craziest. I'm not the fondest person of snakes. I don't want nothing to do with them. A lot of my viewers would say, oh, leave that rat snake alone, but I ain't. I got a wife that can't tolerate them coming up here on the porch, so we got him gone. I need to feed my birds and go out there and check my other disc. Let's do that right now. The Zinnias are doing right marvelous. They're not near as thick as they were last year. Couldn't have nothing to do with that armadillo out here digging up all my plants. But at least I got some zinnias this year, not as thick as they were last year. I hope some of my viewers that I sent zinnias, that I hope their plants growed. If they didn't, one viewer said his hadn't come up yet, but that's been a month or so ago. I don't know if they ever planted them or not. Easter lilies are getting ready to bloom. Anyway, when I'm out here walking around in this grass, I don't do it nonchalantly because you never know when you're going to step on a snake. Need to get out here with my lawnmower and cut the grass this weekend. Yeah, it's getting big enough to cut. Where's my camera? I forgot where I put it. Oh, moved it down here. Sometimes at night the deer come through the fence right in this area. So we'll see. Usually the deer is already gone before he'll activate the camera. But sometimes you catch a picture of a deer or whatever. I'll bring the disc back out later. I have yet to catch my armadillo. You wouldn't think a deer would come up here and graze right by my porch, but that had to be what that doe was doing last night. Telling snake and alligator tales. I recall when I was a kid, you could buy baby alligators on the side of the road. People would buy them and take them home with them like some kind of aquarium pet. They made that illegal. Probably after somebody took one up there and turned it loose in the neighborhood and it grew up into a big old monster. Alligators need to be in warm temperatures. They don't survive too good in cold temperatures. But I've heard wives' tales, old rumors of them living in the sewers in New York, but I don't know whether to believe that or not. Anyway, y'all take care. It's Pwalpar. Gonna go check my disc.